Si la corte determina que el caso es lo suficientemente fuerte,
then it will be bound over. That means transferred to the circuit court, which is where your actual trial will take place.
entonces se estaría transfiriendo a la corte de circuito, que es en donde realmente se estaría llevando a cabo su juicio.
Do you have any questions about that?
¿Tienes alguna pregunta sobre eso?
No, pues la única pregunta que, pues, ¿por qué soy acusado si el agredido soy yo?
So, no, but I am only wondering why I am the one being accused if I was the one who suffered the aggression.
So the purpose of the hearing today, sir, is to tell you what you are being charged with and to make sure that you understand the charges and the potential penalties.
El propósito de la audiencia del día de hoy, señor, es para que usted sepa cuáles son los cargos que tiene en su contra y que entienda de qué se trata y cuáles son las posibles penalidades.
I am not asking if you understand why you are being charged with these charges.
No te estoy preguntando si entiendes el por qué se te han presentado estos cargos en tu contra.
Ok.
Ok.
That is a conversation that you can have with your public defender.
Esa es una conversación que puedes estar teniendo con tu defensora pública.
Ok.
Right.
Prior to your preliminary examination, the court is going to schedule a probable cause conference.
Antes de su examinación preliminaria, la Corte va a estar estableciendo una conferencia para la causa probable.
That is a hearing and an opportunity for your attorney to meet with the prosecution
Es una audiencia y una oportunidad para que su abogado se pueda reunir con la fiscalía
to discuss your case for any potential issues or resolutions.
para poder discutir tu caso sobre cualquier problema potencial o resolución.
Your probable cause conference will be on July 10th at 9 in the morning.
Su conferencia para la causa probable se estaría llevando a cabo el 10 de julio a las 9 de la mañana.
Perfecto.
It will be in person at the 14A1 District Court, which is the courthouse that is located basically above where you are right now at the jail.
Se estaría llevando a cabo en persona en la Corte de Distrito 14A1, que se encuentra justo por encima de donde te encuentras ahorita tú en la cárcel.
Ok.
Lastly, the court will set bond.
Por último, la Corte estaría estipulando la fianza.
Bond is set in all matters, and the purpose is two things.
La fianza se establece en todos los asuntos, con dos propósitos.
Is to ensure your appearance at future court dates.
El primero es para poder estar asegurando que se va a estar presentando las fechas de corte futuras.
And the other is for the protection of the public.
Y la otra es para la protección del público.
Attorney Rodriguez, I'm not seeing any indication of holds in X jail.
Thank you for that, Your Honor.
Okay. No veo ningún indicativo, abogada Rodríguez, de que tenga alguna retención aquí en la cárcel.
Okay. Do the attorneys wish to address bond?
¿Cualquiera de los abogados quiere decir algo al respecto de la fianza?
Just briefly, Your Honor, the people are requesting the high cash or surety bond based on the lethality factors in this case.
Solamente brevemente, Su Señoría, la Fiscalía pediría que se pudiera estar considerando una fianza alta en efectivo, tomando en cuenta los casos validados para este caso.
Your Honor, the public defender is requesting a personal recognizance bond today, or at least low cash bond with the opportunity to post 10%. The reason for that is one, my client is indigent and would not be able to afford a high cash bond by any means. And Additionally, Your Honor, in speaking with Mr. Perez Reyes, he did state that although he is in white detoxing from alcohol, he would not have any issue abiding by any court orders saying that he does not need to, that he cannot drink. I'll let the interpreter interpret.
Ok, su señoría, la Defensoría Pública estaría pidiendo que se le pudiera estar estableciendo una fianza bajo palabra en donde, aunque sea, pudiera estar dejando el 10% por dos razones. Una de ellas es porque es indigente y en realidad no tendría manera de poder estar él dejando la fianza de alto valor en efectivo. Por otro lado, también el señor Pérez Reyes, al estar pasando también el proceso de desintoxicación, también no se ha estipulado de que él pudiera estar bebiendo.
Additionally, Your Honor, my client does work and works tomorrow starting at 6 a.m. But more importantly, Your Honor, I had the opportunity to discuss with him alternate living situation so that he would not have contact with the individual named in the complaint.
Adicional a eso, su señoría, mi cliente tiene que estar trabajando mañana a las 6 de la mañana. Todavía no he tenido la oportunidad bien para poder estar discutiendo con él en cuanto a la situación de vivienda para que no esté en contacto con la persona aquejada.
My client indicated that he would have no problem abiding by any court order to not have contact with this individual or go to the place where she resides, and which is, I believe, the place that they live at together.
Mi cliente menciona que él no tendría ningún problema para que él pudiera estar cumpliendo con la que la corte pudiera estar dictaminando para poder estar evitando estar en contacto con la persona en cuestión, con apoyo del policía.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Gracias, su señoría.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Hello at the jail. Can I have your name, please? You're back. Okay. No, you are finished. Go to the door.
Okay.
He did that. He did that last time too. I think he knocked and he just sat back down until they came and opened it.
Ah. She, her pronouns, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Now calling the people of the state of Michigan versus Tyrone Smith IV. Police Agency Report Number WCSD 25-43066. Can I have appearances for the record, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Amy Reiser appearing on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christine Rodriguez, Assistant Public Defender, on behalf of, I'm sorry, I almost forgot the last name, Ms. Smith.
Okay, thank you. And Ms. Smith, can you state your name for the record, please?
Tyrone Smith IV.
Okay, thank you. So today is the date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. Before we get started, Attorney Rodriguez, did you want to address the plea?
Your Honor, I would not waive the formal reading, but we would stand mute.
Okay, thank you. So we are here today for an arraignment on a felony complaint. What I have here is a complaint that charges that on or about June 28th of 2025, so yesterday, at East Clark Road and North Prospect Street, you did make an assault upon DeMonte Horton with a dangerous weapon, that being a motor vehicle, but without intending to commit the crime of murder or to inflict great bodily harm less than the crime of murder. This is otherwise known as felonious assault with a dangerous weapon. Do you understand what you are being charged with?
Yes.
There is a maximum penalty of up to 4 years in jail, a $2,000 fine plus court costs or both. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything that you say out loud or in writing can be used against you in court. You have the right to be presumed innocent beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to a trial by judge or by jury. You have the right to be represented by an attorney during all stages of these court proceedings, that is before, during, and after trial. You are not required to disclose citizenship status to the court, but you do have the right to consult with an attorney to see if this case would have any effect on your citizenship status. If that last part doesn't apply to you, then don't worry about it. Do you have any questions about your rights?
No.
Okay, thank you. So because this charge is considered a felony, you have the right in this case to a preliminary examination that must be scheduled within the next 21 days. A preliminary examination is a hearing held before a judge where the prosecution must present sufficient testimony and evidence to establish that probable cause exists to believe that a crime has been committed and that probable cause exists to believe that you committed the crime. So it's a hearing to determine whether or not the case is strong enough to go to trial. If the court determines that the case is strong enough, it will be bound over, that is transferred to the circuit court, which is where your actual trial will take place. Any questions about that?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So prior to the preliminary examination, the court will schedule a probable cause conference. That is a hearing and an opportunity for your attorney to meet with the prosecution to discuss your case for any potential issues or resolutions. Your probable cause conference will be July 10th, 2025. That will be at 9 in the morning in person at the 14A1 District Court in Courtroom C. 14A1 is the courthouse that's located basically above where you are right now at the jail. Lastly, the court will set bond. Bond is set in all cases, and the purpose is two things. One is to ensure your appearance at future court dates, and the other is for the protection of the public. So, do the attorneys wish to address bond, please?
Your Honor, the people would rely on the bond form that I completed this morning with authorization. Did the court receive that?
Yes.
Yes, we would ask for the monetary amount to protect the community and to ensure the safety of the victim, in this case, DeMonte Horton, and the other conditions that the court normally orders, and no contact with Mr. Horton.
Okay, and just for the public defender's information, the amount that you're requesting is $20,000 cash or surety?
That's correct.
Okay.
Your Honor, thank you. Your Honor, Ms. Smith has minimal criminal history, no felony assault of convictions that I could tell. And the alleged incident stems from a family memorial service where my client maintains her innocence. She has reported to me that she has no reason to have contact with this individual. They do not have a shared residence. They don't share employment. They live in different cities and different counties. She is scheduled to work tomorrow at 3 p.m. until 11 p.m. and would be grateful if she were to be released so that she can go to work. We wouldn't be opposed to any other mitigating orders to address community safety, although I don't think it would be absolutely necessary. We don't have an objection to GPS tether. There's no indication to believe that she's a danger otherwise or a flight risk, and we respectfully request a PR bond today.
Attorney Rodriguez, where does your client work?
I'm so sorry, I don't have the form in front of me. Ms. Smith, where do you work?
I work at Trinity Health Hospital.
That's right, Trinity, in the doing environmental work. So sorry.
So, a couple of things. One, I am going to point out, Ms. Smith, that because you are on probation with 14B, obviously because this just happened, I don't have a violation report at this point, but this would be a probation violation on that matter. So I will likely be seeing you again tomorrow. The court will set bond with the following conditions. You are not to use or possess alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs. Within 24 hours of your release, you are to report to community corrections for drug and alcohol testing. You will need $12 and a photo ID. You are not to purchase or possess any firearms, ammunition, other dangerous weapons, or the means to create them. Any weapons that you do possess are to be surrendered. You are to surrender your driver's license. You are not to drive. You are not to have contact with DeMonte Horton. When the court says no contact, what the court means is no in-person contact, no contact through the mail, no contact over the computer or phone, via phone calls, text messages, emails, social media, the internet in any way, shape, or form, or through third parties. You are not to go to DeMonte Horton's place of residence or place of work or any place he might frequent. When the court says do not go, the court does not care if you own a place, rent a place, or are personally invited to go to a place. Do not go. You are not to engage in any sort of assaultive, threatening, harassing, terrorizing, molesting, or stalking behaviors towards DeMonte Horton or anyone else. You are not to engage in any sort of criminal activity whatsoever. And you are to appear for any and all dates set for you by the court, the next one in this matter being that July 10th pretrial, or probable cause conference, excuse me. That also means going to community corrections as directed. Do you understand all of these bond conditions?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. They will be entered into the Law Enforcement Information Network. They will be readily accessible to any police officers that you may come into contact with. And if they have probable cause to believe that you have violated one of these conditions, they can arrest you on the spot and you'll be held for a bond violation hearing in front of a judge who may revoke your bond and set a new, more restrictive one. At this time, the court is setting bond in the amount of $20,000. 10% is allowed. Thank you. Anything else from the attorneys?
Nothing further from defense.
Nothing from the people. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Then, Ms. Smith, if you don't have any questions about anything I just said, you are free to go to the door and tell the jail that you are finished.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
That hearing had a little bit of everything. Magistrate Hilary Braley handled 2 back-to-back arraignments, both with careful attention to rights and bond conditions. First was Johnny Javier Perez Reyes, assisted by a Spanish interpreter. He questioned why he was the one accused if he felt he was the victim. And the magistrate gently clarified that today's purpose was only to advise him of the charges and penalties, not to decide fault. His attorney pressed for a personal recognizance bond or low cash bond, citing indigence, detox from alcohol, and willingness to comply with conditions. The prosecutor, pointing to lethality factors, pushed for a high cash or surety bond. Judge Braley settled on $75,000 with 10% allowed, layered with strict terms: sobriety, no weapons, GPS tether, and no contact with the complainant. Next up was Cameron Smith, charged with felonious assault for allegedly using a vehicle as a weapon. Her defense attorney noted she had minimal record, steady employment at Trinity Health, and no ongoing contact with the alleged victim, requesting a PR bond. The prosecution urged $20,000 cash or surety, citing victim safety. The court set bond at $20,000 with 10% allowed, adding no contact, no driving, surrender of her license, and community corrections testing. Judge Braley also flagged that since Smith was already on probation in another court, this new charge would likely trigger additional proceedings. The atmosphere was firm but respectful, methodical explanation of rights,